guess motorizing there is useless. Huh. A lot of bombers now. And they're doing logistics strikes. Which is why I went concentrated industry myself. Because flexible industry may protect your factories from bombing, but it does nothing to protect your logistics. And yeah, people like to go... The traditional people call it meta. It's really a certain way of playing, is to go fascist very quickly, get tanks before anyone else. Flexible industry allow you to have decent efficiency on those right from the beginning and start conquering everyone before they catch up. But it's, you go communist, that doesn't really work, so concentrated industry was better here. Many aircraft are definitely causing problems. Should... Oh. You guys can withdraw. You don't need to stay there while the fight's gone. Oh no. We're pushing here, despite it being mountain? This guy's reached level 4. I keep saying that he's been level 4 for a while. Specialist advisor. But yeah, despite all the heavy artillery, to be fair, this probably doesn't have a lot of the artillery anymore. It doesn't. It's undersupplied, so they've destroyed enough artillery pieces that these guys are not gonna survive long. Looks like it's a question of falling back to these mountains. Still, it's better if they than me deorg them instead of withdrawing, because these guys need time to reorganize. Place losses. Infantry anti-tank finished. Ah! Infantry MIO is now grown. Efficiency gain when I'm already at max efficiency? No thanks. Some improved bullet design, already got it. Breakthrough. When I'm not doing any attacking, I'm just defending really. No. Heavy anti-armor. Hard attack piercing. Yes, please. 10% hard attack infantry equipment is not nothing. Far more importantly, I can now assign a policy. Assembly line. Optimizers. Vertical integration. Won't actually save me a single resource and make the penalties slightly worse. It's rounding. Reliability. So when I win a fight, I recover more equipment. Yeah, reliability. Mechanical genius. my rifles are just a little bit more reliable. Hmm. Engine tech. So I figured if I can make aircraft without, yeah, they have level 1 engines by default, so I could. It's actually useless right now. Oops. There we go. 1945. Yeah, that's still too far ahead. MPs actually have decent organization now, I've noticed. And they add to recovery rate. They have like multiplicative effect. Not shown here, but so they're not useless anymore to add MPs. On top of the commissar's effect, so that your divisions are reorganized faster manually. Of course I don't. Actually, support equipment may be the one thing I have plenty of. I wanted to add, just don't have the manpower. I would just scale on the hit points and stuff, but I added MPs or engineers for the defense. MPs actually add pretty decent defense too, which is surprising. These guys add very little defense on top of their weapon stats. Little max entrenchment. Little recovery. This also affects terrain, doesn't it? Forest defense. Hills. Even forts. Okay. Yeah. Let's grab engineering company. If things last that long. Probably will. Let me add engineers. I have the rifles, I have the support equipment. It's pretty much the only things I do have enough of. Rifles and support. To give 1 or 2 divisions an engineer company. So I can dig in more deeply. Also, in theory, paves the way for some snazzy stuff like dozer blades, but I definitely don't have the industry for even light tanks. Can't keep up with the need for artillery here. Wrong place. There we go. When they arrive there, they'll stay put. Start reorganizing. Still haven't arrived here because of the stupid no supply network. It's probably good I moved when I did. Even if they'd been attacked and de-orged, they would have very slowly moved north and probably been overrun when they arrived. I lost this too. What about coast where enemy ships might bombard, where there's no supply? Here. Great Stavager naval base, but I keep losing it. I don't even have a division on it. Hopefully the base up here doesn't get lost so easy. Putting this further back, even if I could have gone one forward done before the enemy pushed, I'll probably hold on to it for longer. So make more of a difference in how much I bleed the North American alliance out. And bleed them out, I am doing. I've already suffered over 500,000 casualties. US historically suffered about 400,000 in World War II, because they entered the late war pretty late. And it didn't engage in nearly as how would I say it, harsh fighting that's occurred on the Eastern Front. Western Front was child's play by comparison in terms of how bad it was. Yeah. What is it? People make... Oh, we sacrificed 400,000 people. Soviet Union sacrificed something like 6 million people against Nazis, plus Nazis also mass murdered over 4.5 million civilians. 6 million soldiers, 4.5 million civilians, or something like that. Which is a really bad ratio of soldiers to civilians. If you're not targeting civilians, normally the ratio will be something like 1 to 10. Like 1/10 the civilian deaths of soldiers or less. But everyone knows Nazis target civilians. That's not controversial. No one's really debating that, except fascists, neo-Nazis maybe. All right, well, Spain's gonna lose the Balearic Islands. They don't have anything there except they're getting some recruitable population, maybe. The garrison might actually be costing more in terms of occasional resistance attacks and the fuel cell, which we're finishing now. We have 4 factories left. Curiosity, did Jordan ever get... Yes, they did get the research slot before it no longer became feasible. These guys are running all their things that would normally give them build slots, and they're, you know, it's going to waste. I guess they want the research slot, though. They'll do this too, even though there's no reason to the armament effort. Yeah, he's dumb like that. However, makes them less valuable as a US puppet someday after the war. The place getting pushed back. Good silver lining is it'll force them to extend the supply lines even further. But, you know, it's just mountain terrain. Doesn't provide a ton of benefit other than a little local supply. Mainly exists to fall back from. They may pay dearly for every inch of, because mountains are not easy to displace enemies from at all. This guy's gonna start planning again. Wrong bit of front. So that they have planning bonuses if they ever need it, and more importantly, organize their experience with it. How'd this guy get the 0% planning? Must not have been assigned to front or something. Huh. Eventually have an infantry leader, an organizer, and a winter specialist. All useful. It's one of the ways this gets tougher and tougher for the enemy as the war goes on. Is my generals get more experienced. Of course, the American ones do too, but they start really at level. Okay, I think Pat started at level 5, 4. Ah, brand new Norwegian general, level 1. Huh. The AI does occasionally recruit generals. Not aggressively enough, but they do it on occasion. Alright. I'm planning to end this video in 2, and I've actually found a way to compress and encoding. So the compression and coding of videos where smaller file sizes, and it doesn't seem to really hurt the quality much, so cutting stuff in 2, I do it while I do then actually. That's a benefit for shorter upload times, which is nice. Had to with realizing each 265 encoding generates, well, with the original OBS, turn down the bit rate. You don't need as high bit rate for the same quality level on H265, and that's actually a smart file. And then with DaVinci Resolve, turning it to the H265 encoder apparently creates a much smaller file size, though you have to turn up the quality default. I found when I left it balanced, it was actually worse quality, like noticeably. But when I put it to high quality, the files got a little bigger than they were on the balance, but still much smaller than the encoder I was using before. So smaller uploads, that's good. Less space in the YouTube server. They've never bothered me about the many hundreds of gigabytes of data that's being occupied. I'm sure they're running ads, even if small channels don't get any of the ad money. So they're probably profiting. Theory. Darn it. These guys are gonna attack the... Why? No. So they're attacking before any reorganization happened. Of course, the NPR troops tried to counterattack me, which is really dumb. These guys are making a push towards Bergen. Not going well. Bergen Falls. That's the NPR Falls. Ah, green. Ah, we're attacking here and losing. Cool. These guys are really deeply entrenched. Not surprising. Even if they do lose, there's somewhere they can fall back to. The capital. Meanwhile, getting future general, if I can get enough command power to promote him before. Actually losing more support here. Wait, where am I attacking? I didn't order any attacks. What the heck? Must be a case they fell back and they started returning. The province hasn't fallen yet. But, cool. Not cool, really, but... Yeah. Packing is a really, really dumb idea there. Losing the state. It's gonna be bad news. Keep doing this, but I think we need to attack these guys to delay it. Need to pull in reinforcements there from somewhere. This isn't gonna be good enough. These guys, although it's probably not gonna result in that province falling eventually. Strat, redeploy, and to get here and march in the slow way. Panama Canal Force is both attacking, defending. The game's gotten really bad about applying the in multiple combats penalties. Like epically bad. It just doesn't do it half the time when it should. Yeah, they're not gonna get there before this falls. What we're going to need to do is organize and just try and prevent these guys from taking too much territory. Shoot. Okay, the guys I just applied here to shoot. Stop this from falling. Need to keep falling back. This is less of a defense than a controlled retreat. The heck? It's actually friendly aircraft. I still can't do anything about the 20 command power more ground cruise bug. It really does annoy me. Yet another province lost. If I pull everything back at once, it's gonna be a problem. These guys are getting risk being encircled. Pull more divisions back. In particular, I have to stop this. What's going on here? Don't you dare. Right, despite the heat. Huh. Well, these guys are gonna get deorged out of there. Well, the ports are definitely helping Damascus. Alright, they fall back here, so that we can stop these guys from reaching Bergen. Alright, I'm gonna cut this video here. It's gone too long. I hope you all enjoyed this. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Until next time, it's Northstar, adieu, and best luck to you all.